Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spa. It's been a long time since I've been away. Yes, been busy the last 3 months with family, with work, and also basically very involved in church. And I haven't a lot of guitars came my way, and a lot of guitars went my way. But right now, because of you fans has been asking me how you doing, I'm back with a beautiful guitar right now. This is a J45. As we all know right now, the Gibson right now is filing bankruptcy. Hopefully somebody from the guitar industry will buy them, not a Chinese company, and they will keep that tradition. But I've done a couple of J45. This is not a true vintage, but before this model, before that was the true vintage, and right now they have come up with this edition called the vintage, which is like the new vintage. And let's get this review started. Basically, you have the forward shift X brace that is about half an inch from the J5. It's a slope shoulder. You get the sunburst Adirondack spruce top on this guitar. The whole guitar, the top and even the neck joints are all using the hide glue. And what's interesting on this top is that this guitar top is made of Adirondack, but is thermally cured. What I mean by thermally cured? Thermally cured basically means that they age the top using a heat process or aging process, and what that does is stabilize the resin or the molecular stability of the wood, so that it feels like it's been aged for a long time. And when I took this for first strum, because the owner bought this from Sweely in Singapore, Sweely Music in Singapore, and he took one strum. He said, Jarvis, I got this. And when I took one strum of it, when he sent it in for a pickup installation of the Anthem system, I took one strum and said, my goodness, this is amazing. This is even better than the true vintage. If you have a true vintage before that is not aged, the top is not aged, thermally cured, this one plays like it's been broken in. And it still has the original strings. But one of the differences, basically, you have rather than Madagascar rosewood fretboard and bridge, you got Indian rosewood fretboard and Indian rosewood bridge. Normally they have the white plastic pins, but this is not plastic. This is basically bone pins that are given to you, so to give you that clarity of this guitar. And also the pickguard is, before that was a very thin pickguard. Right now they're using I think cellular or very thick, slightly thicker pickguard. You can see it looks way much better. And the bindings, basic cream binding. You see this, just the only thing that I don't really like is I find that the grain, there's a lot of grain on this finish. That means it's not really like sanded down. You can see even here, but the finish on this guitar is basically, it's like a dog licking on this guitar. So, and the interesting thing of this is a short scale, and this is only a Gibson is good enough. Only a Gibson is good enough. You decide, only a Gibson is good enough. I've put a strap pin on here because the owner wants to use it hopefully tomorrow for a dawn service. That's what he said. And you can see it's relatively light. And I've even played some of the old Martins, 1930 double 42 Martin that this owner had, and it was impressive. And let's listen to how this guitar sounds, because this guitar, one thing is it's all Plek, the German Plek. That means they use a special system where the frets are all even out nicely. And I'm going to play one of my latest composition, which is not done yet. It means let go. Okay, and we'll just listen to the review. try. Vintage, you can see lovely low end. It's not very bright, and it has that dirty tone, that very thick dirty tone because of the I think my mic is clipping a bit. Let me just lower down slightly, just a bit, you know, and so that I can bring the mic slightly closer a bit so that you will. Sounds better. Just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Okay. And I'm done. How are you guys feeling right now in the heat? This Singapore is really hot right now. Let's do a song for Clarice. This is the most dedicated song, our song that I played. Not our song, is the most asked. That song that what's this tune is called Song for Clarice is in one of my tutorials. Look for it on my channel. some finger picking and see how is it. This guitar, basically a J45, is great when you couple it because it has a very short scale, give you a very lovely tone. this review. I know it's I'm a bit rusty because I haven't been playing for a long time. Give me a thumbs up in this video. It's a J45 Vintage. You get the Adirondack spruce top that is thermally cured. It means they either bake it or they find a way to age it so that the top vibrates just like it's aged. And then this tone is really, the way it's made is really toned. He has a really vintage tone towards it, and the whole finish is basically a nitro, and they'll sand it down, giving you a little bit of that the dog lick the whole guitar. In the rosewood fretboard, in the rosewood bridge, you get bone saddle, bone nut, and also the bone pins. Used to be plastic pins, and you have the old tuners that is on this with the butter beans, white cream binding on this guitar, and lots of lovely tone on this guitar you can play for. Let go. Alright, to my next review, gonna say live with passion, play a guitar, allow love, joy, peace, health, and wealth to be multiplied in your life. Today I just had if you guys are really stressed out, if you really are stressed out in life, worrying and stuff like that, I think the best thing you can do is to let go. What do you mean by let go? Really get this off your chest. Get it off your chest. Talk to somebody, talk to a counselor, get prayer, things like that in some way, because don't let the stress eat you up. Because today I just met somebody, and this guy told me that he had chest problems. He's taking a inhaler and stuff like that, and the doctor did a whole test, general test on him, and could not find a thing. And the only thing I could find out with him through the discussion, through that session I had with him, was that he was under tremendous amount of stress to hit numbers in his job and things like that. And I told him just take some time off to rest and let go. So the best thing you can do is let go of your situation, let go of your problems, and just take a drink, take some ice cream, and let go. Because putting in your mind, the stress will kill you. Stress will bring your immune system down. Okay, so all I can say, let go, but let go to the one who can host tomorrow for you. Okay, till my next review, I said live with passion, play guitar, love, joy, peace, health, and wealth to be multiplied in your life. See you soon. Bye bye.